Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as LaughLoveLangella, and in today's video we are going to be heading back to Hobby Lobby, this time solely focusing on the fall 2023 line. I'm super excited to take you guys along. So many of you commented that maybe you're not ready to start actually decorating, but you're a planner like myself and you would like to see what's out there before everything starts selling out, so you have options, you can make choices for what you would like to do for the fall season. So we're gonna head back to Hobby Lobby today, check out what they have, and then come back to my house. I'll share with you guys what I picked up from this year, as well as items I've actually already had from past years that they've brought back and how I've previously styled them. So let's head to Hobby Lobby. Okay, so heading into Hobby Lobby, our first stop is going to be the floral section. They have so many great budget-friendly options, no matter what your preference is. If you're going in a neutral direction, a more traditional one, and all of the fall florals are currently 40% off. I love that they came out with new color options for the Cosmos. There's this orange as well as the walnut, which I picked up. I shared that in my last Hobby Lobby video. And then I love the blackberry stem as well. I will show you later in the video though why this is a layering stem and not a statement one. These blue thistle stems are one of my favorite ones that Hobby Lobby carries. It works so well on its own, but you could easily layer it with a few other ones too if you like a more full arrangement. These muted green leaf stems are so beautiful. They give a little bit of a coastal vibe on their own, but they are a great transitional fall floral option. Now moving into the kitchen and dining fall section, I absolutely love these personal cast iron pans. They come in a few different sizes, which is super fun. And they obviously have a lot of traditional colors, but also some neutral ones for plates and chargers. These mini spoons are such a fun touch to a charcuterie board, or you can even put them in a little mug on your kitchen counter to just bring a small, fun fall touch. This glass pumpkin lidded jar is so easy and fun to decorate. I actually did a Pottery Barn candle dupe with it last year, and I'll share a clip of that later in the video. Hobby Lobby has so many different charger options for your table settings, as well as table linens, from napkins to placemats and runners. The aisle of pumpkins honestly looks very, very similar to last year. I did see this distressed glass one that I ended up picking up. I like that it has that aged detail, and they're all going to be slightly different. These wood pumpkins are also brought back from last year. I do like and appreciate though that they have two different wood tones. So if you have a lot of dark wood, you could go for the lighter one and vice versa. So I got a lot of questions about this last year. This is actually the velvet ribbon that I used in my Christmas decorating. So if you are a planner like myself, be sure to grab this before it sells out. Now we are moving into the wreath and picks aisle. Here is a quick clip of the 40% off pricing. So if you are curious, take a screenshot of this so that way you know what everything is priced at. But a lot of these picks are repeats from last year. They're great ways to build a more customized look for a garland, for a tabletop, like coffee table arrangement, or if you want to add a little something to a wreath that you already have. So like the velvet ribbon, definitely be looking for items that can be used more than one season. So this pine cone pick, for example, works great for fall, but also can translate well for Christmas and winter. This candle with the encased wheat detail is such a fun way to add a slight fall touch without it being too busy. This white pumpkin reminds me of one that I saw at Kirkland's a couple years ago and would be a really fun addition to a fall hearth or for some tabletop styling. Okay, so now we are back, friends, and I feel like when I make this statement, a lot of you are going to agree with me that I don't feel like they did that much different for the fall line. They have introduced, as you saw in my last video, some new general core items to their selection, but the fall stuff is pretty much the same as last year. I do have a Hobby Lobby Shop With Me video from last year, so you can actually see the similarities in product. And I feel this way about a lot of retailers this year. I feel like there is a lack of product development that's happening. I know some of it might be with manufacturing changes and everything through the past 3 years. They can't do as much as they used to, but I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. I feel like they could do better, and I would hope that in future years they do a little bit more with it. So we're gonna start off with what I actually picked up this year. And I know I shared these in my last Hobby Lobby video, which wasn't that long ago. One of the new items that they did actually come out with is not exactly a new item, but it's a new color. And it is those beautiful cosmos that we all love. I use these for spring and summer decorating. They come in a ton of different colors, but they came out with this deep, like red, orange. They call it walnut on the site, and it's the perfect touch if you are not ready to fully dive into fall decorating or you're looking to do something that's more transitional. This is a great option. They do retail $6.99 full priced. Fall stuff is 40% off right now, so if I happen to know any prices, I will mention them. Again, a lot of the items I have are from past years, and so the prices changed, or I ripped the tag off because I actually committed to something with that. So I absolutely love these. I did, oops, sorry, I'm surrounded by florals right now. I picked up a few more. So this is 6 in total. I wouldn't put 6, well, I say that. For my tabletop arrangements for like coffee table and stuff, I generally do about 5. Sometimes I do 6. I like to do things in odd numbers. It actually creates more balance, which in your mind, you're kind of like even number balance. Trust me, when it comes to decorating and with florals, do odd numbers. It will just look that much better. But I absolutely love these. So you could just do these as is. They're a beautiful statement item. You could also do some lawn leaf eucalyptus with it if you just want a little bit more greenery. Again, this is a great transitional item, and you can still decorate with it deep into the fall season. The next item that I picked up from this year are these little Hydrangea Picks. They have that kind of dried look to them. I was honestly really hoping that I would be able to cut some hydrangea blooms myself and let them dry out, but mine never bloomed. Leave me a comment down below if you had the same thing happen. I think my mistake was that I deadheaded them before the last frost. I am an amateur gardener, as you guys all know. You've seen my dead plants everywhere on my front porch. So I've learned my lesson. Next year, I will be trimming those after the last frost in early spring. But because I don't have some dried hydrangeas, I picked up some faux ones from Hobby Lobby. So these retail for $2.99. These come in a bunch of different colors in the pick section. They had this magenta color, this brown, a lighter, kind of like beigey mauve kind of thing. Super, super affordable. I grabbed 3 because I'm not honestly sure which vase I want to put it in yet. So depending, I might grab a couple more, but I thought that these would be a fun touch. Again, this can be transitional, but you can technically use this year round as well. So I thought that these were really fun, and I'm excited to use these this year. And the last item that I picked up new from this year is a pumpkin. How can we go into the fall season without getting a pumpkin? I will preface, when it comes to my early fall decorating, I do not include pumpkins. I always do a refresh. I do the same thing when it comes to Christmas decorating. I do my early Christmas, then regular Christmas. I do early fall, then regular fall. So in my early fall decorating stuff, you won't see me incorporating pumpkins, but no, if I'm putting a placeholder or something else, you can easily swap it out for a pumpkin. So this one is super fun. It is this really beautiful rustic looking. It is glass, so if you have young children, please be careful. Put them up high or just don't. But this one retails for $15.99, full priced. It only comes in the one size. I wish they had it in either a bigger or a smaller so you could have a little duo of them. But I love the character that it has. They're all gonna look different, so definitely go into these stores so you can pick out your favorite one. So now moving into the items that I already have, but they are still available from the fall collection at Hobby Lobby. I have these really beautiful statement Magnolia leaves. They're not super, super realistic looking, but they provide a lot of texture to a space. I love the addition of the pine cones and these little wispy twigs. I previously have styled these in a few different ways. You could obviously use it as a statement floral in a vase for your entryway space, dining table or so. I will say they're very dense, so you can't really see through it. So I personally wouldn't use it as a statement in a dining table arrangement, but what I did do in past years is layer it because it kind of has a flat back, as you can see. Everything's just like up inside. And I have laid them out to create a faux garland on my dining table, and I've also used them above our headboard in our master bedroom, and it is so, so beautiful. Definitely be sure, if you're gonna do it above your headboard, learn from my mistakes and make sure that you properly attach it to the wall, because 3 o'clock in the morning one random night this was falling on our heads. So I will be sure this year when I do that, because I am planning to do it again. I love the statement and the warmth that it provided to our room, but I'm gonna put a lot more command hooks than I did last year for these. I don't remember the exact price. I think it's $18.99 stem full price and $11.99 on sale. It is definitely a statement one. And I will say, like, I just pulled this straight out of the box in storage and it doesn't look that bad. Obviously, some of the branches I can manipulate around, but it stores really, really well and it looks so great for the fall season. One of my absolute favorite fall stems are these blue thistle ones. They are so pretty. And I really love that they did a great job when it came to the actual stems looking like twigs. They did an excellent job. Even these little parts here, as you can see, look so good. This is one that you can definitely use as is on its own. This is just one stem. I think I have about like 5 of them or so that way I can play around with it. And it has the wire all throughout the stem. So as you can see, you can spread them out, you can bend them however you want them to go. This one, I really wish they would come out with in like a darker brown color, or just give us a little bit more variety, because this one is so beautiful, but some people just gravitate towards different colors and such. And if I'm decorating with a lot of burgundy or something, I might not want to go for a blue. This is muted, I will say that. But this is one that I would ask that Hobby Lobby comes out with in another option, because it is just that good. I love them. Another fun one for the fall season is this seeded oat. This one, I wish that the actual stem looked a little bit better, but it's not that bad when it comes to faux florals. I have a couple of them missing. They're definitely in my fall bin somewhere. They just pop on and off, so it's not a big deal at all. But this one is super fun. You could absolutely layer it with the thistle to give just a little bit more variation and texture. But something that I love to add to both the thistle and this oat spray is actually Hobby Lobby's blackberry stem. So this is their blackberry stem. I love how it has the little hints of brown, so you know it's a fall one. But I will say the actual stem to this is so fake. So as you can see, it is very plasticky. There's nothing about it that looks real. The actual like berry itself looks great. It was such a missed opportunity with the actual stem. I still love to decorate with these, don't get me wrong, but this is one that I would layer in with other stems. I would not do this one on its own. As you guys have seen, I have the afloral raspberry ones. I could technically use those, but they are green with leaves, so that's why I just put them with my spring and summer stuff. But the difference is pretty big between the stems for both of them. So this one I absolutely love. I'm not telling you not to get it, but just don't use it on its own. Layer it in with something else. Layer it with these. It'll hide the stems. I've also used them with this berry. Sorry, I have like a lot going on my coffee table right now. So I also have this like berry bush from Hobby Lobby. You can see the greenery. I shoved it to the bottom because I did not like it. And I just plopped the blackberry stems with that. So I'll actually put a clip of how I styled it last year or the year before, but I absolutely love styling it with these. It gives it just that really nice warmth, earthiness, and it just screams fall. But again, I would not use the blackberry stems on their own. This next bush is actually not part of the fall line. It is just in the general floral in the bushes by the vases by the front door, if that makes sense. So you know how they have the aisles that have like wedding, picks, and then it gets into floral bushes and such? That is where you're going to find these. These are so fun. I don't know what they are called, but they have this beautiful burgundy color. This is just one bush. They are $11.99, at least when I bought these. I'm pretty sure these ones are the same price now. So be sure to get them when florals are 40% off. It won't be with the fall items. It's not 40% off with fall. This is just regular florals. But they come in this beautiful burgundy color that is perfect for the fall season. You could technically pull this into winter as well for an added pop of color. But it also comes in a tan as well as like a beigey gray kind of color. So if you wanted something more neutral, if you're doing a big pop of color somewhere else, you could go for the neutral option as well. I've styled this on our kitchen island last year. I've styled it on the coffee table. I've put it kind of everywhere. For my coffee table and island, I have that concrete planter and I used 3 of them. But I just fold them up like this and you can just pull them around to fill in the gaps and such. But this one is so, so beautiful and is definitely a must-have. Another one that is in the regular floral section are Hobby Lobby's Baby's Breath. They did such a great job with these. They look so, so good. I cut them off the big stem because I put them in a smaller pot. But I absolutely love these. These come in so many different colors. So you could obviously use the beige. They come in a white, a green. There is this beautiful burgundy color. This is the actual stem it comes as. So you could technically do this for an entryway arrangement as well. They also have a really beautiful brown color that I'm hoping to maybe pick up, seeing if I have any gaps in my decor first for a place for that. But these ones are super fun. Again, just like with the other bush, make sure you're shopping it when it is 40% off. I truly believe you should never buy anything full price at a Hobby Lobby if you don't have to. But these ones are super fun. And again, they come in an actual stem. You could trim them up to fit them in smaller pots, or you could just take your stem and literally just keep twisting it around if you don't want to commit to cutting them. But these ones are great. Another great one that they came out with last year actually is this berry and brown leaf pick. This one is so fun for adding a pop of texture and color while also staying soft and muted. I took these last year and layered them in with some stems on my dining table to create like a faux garland. They did actually come out with a garland version of this year, which is super exciting. So if you do want to do that, you want to decorate a mantle or something, that's such a fun option. These ones, I don't remember how much they retail for. If I'm able to find it, I'll just pop it on the screen for you guys. But definitely when you do get them, be sure, because there's so many little pieces, just pull them apart to create a much more full piece. They're going to come all flattened up and such. So these are super fun for the fall season. And the last floral, because I can talk about florals for days, that I have are these dried little like bunny tail things. I don't remember what they're actually called. Hobby Lobby does have a really great dried floral selection. I completely forgot to walk over there and film it, so I apologize. But they have some really, really great options that you could layer in. It gives a more organic look than faux florals. I'm allergic to a lot of florals, so I do tend to stay away from this stuff because the way they pack them is packed with like dust and everything. So if you are okay doing dried florals, I would definitely take a look at the section. They also have some great dried eucalyptus as well in a beautiful burgundy color. They also have a green. The green is not my favorite. It's more of like an emerald rather than an olive green. So I hope that they change that because that would be super, super awesome. But the next one that they did bring back that is super fun are these pumpkin jars. So they don't have like a suction seal or anything. I've styled them a ton of different ways. There's obviously a floating candle in there. This is literally just straight out of my storage bin. So I have some pumpkin pods in here. I've also done pine cones with some fairy lights inside for a fun statement. Last year I did a DIY for a Look for Less of Pottery Barn's pumpkin candles. So I actually made a candle out of mine. I can actually link the video down below if you would like to check out how I did it. It was super simple and straightforward. Just proceed with caution. Hot wax is nobody's friend. But I thought that was super fun. Something else that they brought back that I love are these wood look acorns. They are so fun. They have this like little gold brushed detail on the top. So last year I styled this on our nightstand. So I just put one there just to give a little touch of fall without being too heavy into fall. That's how I like to decorate. I like to have my pops of florals and then my little accent pieces for it. So before you're ready to break out the pumpkins, you can definitely get away with an acorn without it being too fall forward. But these are super fun. You can also put them in a dough bowl on your coffee table or your entryway table. They come in a pack of 4, and these ones always sell out. So if you do happen to see them, it might not be worth it to wait for the deeper discount. Fall takes a little bit to go on sale, as does the Christmas for Hobby Lobby. When it comes to their spring shop, you can get away with waiting, but for fall and Christmas, if you have your eyes specifically on something like those Cosmos, for example, just get them. Trust me, just get them. Now, if you're looking to do a little accent piece like that acorn, but a little more organic, they actually, in the craft section, have these little bark leaf cutouts that I thought were so fun. Again, you can style them in a bowl. You can just put one on a book stack or something. And it's just a fun little detail of adding in that fall feel without being a pumpkin. So they come in, I think, a pack of 3, if I'm not mistaken. And they're all different depths. So you're not going to get them all the same. Again, if you are shopping in store, definitely take a look at multiple and see which one you like the best, because sometimes they're cut like totally sideways. So just keep that in mind. But it's just such a fun little texture. And then the last thing that you can absolutely pick up are just some faux pumpkins. These are a great bowl filler option as well. They come in 2 different sizes. But Hobby Lobby does have different color varieties as well. I just obviously gravitate towards white because it just goes with everything, no matter what direction I'm going in for fall decorating. But last year I actually styled these on our dining table. I did like a transitional look for Thanksgiving, and so I had some pumpkins out, but I also had some garland out. So I'll put a clip of it here, and it was super cute and fun, and I honestly think I might recreate that because I liked it so much. So these ones are super great. And then I totally forgot to grab these green leaf stems. I do have a bunch of these. They are such a great transitional stem. I've used them on my entryway as well as in our master bedroom with some general twig stems as well as some Chinese lanterns. And it's one of my go-to arrangements for early fall decorating. So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I sure hope that you enjoyed being able to check out the fall Hobby Lobby line with me. Leave me a comment down below. What was your favorite item that I shared today? What is it that you are looking forward to most for the fall season? I would love to hear all about it. My next video is going to actually be some early fall decorating inspirations, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.